family, friends, teachers, administrators, board of trustee members, distinguished guests, and people who don't really want to be here but feel obligated to. Welcome. It is an honor to be the person who belongs to stay here. With 3 older siblings, I've sat through 7 graduation ceremonies, so I know exactly how you feel. But before I begin, I would like to dedicate this speech to my grandmother, who taught me the most important thing in my life. She potty trained me. We all know how useful that was to me, especially with my bladder. I was asked about a week and a half ago to write a speech for this ceremony, and I thought to myself, I don't know how to write a graduation speech. Oh wait, I've already heard 7 of them. Okay, well, there has to be some formulaic way of writing this. Well, I'll need an inspirational quote from a renowned figure, a personal anecdote, I'll sprinkle in some reach for the stars phrases, and I should probably look back at some memories and then open up the cliched window of hope and look to the future as bright rays of sunshine dawn on us. Wow, my sarcasm just hit another level of Ashley Sullivan. So, where do I begin? Well, I dug up my elementary school yearbook and flipped through it for inspiration, but actually just to procrastinate on writing this. On my last page, one of my best friends wrote, "Good luck at your new school and don't change." This made me wonder, why is mankind so prone to fear change? I mean, where would we be if we hadn't changed throughout our years at AMSA? We'd still probably have our embarrassing AAM screen names. Reese's Baby 94, I Love Cows 59, and one of my personal favorites, Uber Hot Chick 105. Nice one, Anya. Fortunately, we've all matured to some extent. We've all achieved milestones at AMSA that have changed who we are as people, and we've also helped AMSA achieve its own milestones. However, it isn't the AP scores or MCAS results that we'll remember. We'll remember the achievements that we've shared with each other. Alicia, emigrating from an entirely different continent and mastering the English language. Michaela, powering through her sleep deprivation and finally finishing her 29 AP tests. Me, overcoming my fear of public speaking. And Celise, wearing a different color other than blue. Sam, cutting off his ponytail. And Deeksha, growing half a centimeter. These milestones, however big or small they may be, are what constitute our experience at AMSA and are what made it so special. So don't be afraid of change, and don't be afraid to change yourself. For more inspiration, I went back to listen to Tim's graduation speech from last year. Not back in time, just to YouTube, which I guess is the same thing to you older folk. And I couldn't help but realize one outlying flaw that I just had to correct. Looking at each and every one of the 62 members of the AMSA beta class, I have to say, we're definitely more attractive. Although, I wouldn't go as far as to say we're beta than everyone else. As Alex K would say, that's one drop too much on the bowl. As we all head off to college, it's inevitable that we'll meet people who are better than us in some aspects. However, instead of immediately condemning them and labeling them as your competition, try to learn from them. Listen to what they have to say and work with them. It's still very surreal standing here at our graduation. It seems like just yesterday I was buttoning up my holiday uniform, flowers in hand, getting ready to go to my first day at AMSA. I find it really hard to believe that our 7 years here are up. We're the first class to complete all 7 years at AMSA, and that's something to be proud of. That's approximately 40% of our lifetime, and practically the entirety of Jen's lifetime. And I'm glad that I chose this place to spend 40% of my life at. AMSA means something significant to each and every one of us. Whether it is the place where we met the friends that we'll have for the rest of our lives, the place where we discovered our role models who we hope to become one day, or the place that pushed us to become the best we could possibly be, AMSA will always be a part of us. To me, AMSA has been, as Marina Keegan once wrote, the opposite of loneliness. We don't have a word for the opposite of loneliness, but that's how I feel at AMSA. How I feel right here with all of you. In love, impressed, humbled, scared, and we don't have to lose that. Now, I'm not sure if it's the encouraging teachers that have been with us since day one, the mutual suffering that we endured together from an Azareto class, or multiple if you were lucky, or that all too familiar stench in the lower school that we all know too well. But I hope that every student here will be able to experience as wild of an adventure as I did, that has made me come to treasure my experience and the people at AMSA that have become my second family so deeply. In the yearbook, as Alex LaSalle once quoted Walt Whitman, who once said, "I no doubt deserved my enemies, but I don't believe I deserved my friends." We've made friends with each other, our teachers, and our faculty, who have all transformed us into better people, and I am especially grateful for them. During our time at AMSA, we fought through criticism, condemning our charter, 8 different math teachers in a single year, and a potential hurricane scare in DC. We've endured the embarrassing moments when people ask, "Oh, you go to AMSA? What does that stand for?" And we survived each and every one of these bumps. So I'm confident when I say that we'll make it by all right in college. Besides, as Friedrich Nietzsche, who probably stole this from Kelly Clarkson, once said, "What does not kill us makes us stronger." Unless you're rooming with a ninja in college, then you're pretty much done. So, fellow graduates, I wish you all the best of luck, and I can't wait to see who you become in our AMSA reunions, or when I Facebook creep on all of you. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2012.